Gracias and welcome back to another video, everybody. I think I need to go in. Let's go. All right, I'm indoors. That was just a passing rain cloud, but in the forecast there is thunderstorms, but I thought I could actually get through that video, at least the intro, without it raining, and I was wrong. So I'm just gonna stay right here indoors and get into this video. And on this video, first of all, welcome my friends. I hope you are staying safe and I hope that you're staying healthy. I hope you're all doing well. On this video today, I want to talk about the back of the Canon EOS R's LCD screen, or when you're looking in the eyepiece, and all of the information that is on the left and the right side of the screen. There is a lot to go through, but nonetheless, let's make this video nice and concise and get right through it and try to explain each piece so that you can take more informed images, or after the fact, understand what each of those are so you can micro adjust every setting if need be. Let's get right into it. So in the left-hand top corner of your screen, you will find the shooting mode that you're in. So if you shoot shutter priority, you will see a TV up in the left-hand corner. If you shoot manual, you will see a big large M in the left-hand top corner of the screen. That just allows you and reminds you of what actual shooting mode you're in. So know that you can change that obviously up here on the mode button, or a variety of different shortcuts or custom modes that you may have set up your camera to. So next, on the back of the LCD screen, under the shooting mode, you will see the AF method, or autofocus method, that you are in. You might be shooting eye tracking, or you might be shooting zone AF, or you might be shooting 1-point tracking. So whatever it might be, you have 7 different opportunities or options for your Canon EOS R. And so that being said, there's a variety of different ways that you can autofocus with your Canon EOS R. Under AF method, you have AF operation. AF operation allows you to be in either one shot, which just means when you put your eye up to the eyepiece, or you're looking through the back of the actual LCD screen, you're going to be able to half press the shutter button and then lock in to your subject, or you're going to be in servo, where you're going to continue to half press, or it's going to continue to move that autofocus around on the screen. So beneficial reasons for both of these. I mostly keep it in one shot because I'm usually only focused on a single subject, or something that really isn't moving around all that often. Now we're moving on to drive mode. That just means whether you're going to be in a single shooting operation, or you're going to be in high speed continuous, low speed continuous, 2-second timer, 10-second timer. Those are all options under this specific category. So next in line, we have the metering mode. You might be in evaluative, you might be in spot, partial, or center weighted. Nonetheless, whatever you choose, you just have to figure out how you want the camera to work for you. I traditionally keep it in evaluative metering. Next, you want to decide whether you want flicker on or off. I traditionally just keep flicker off unless I'm in a scenario where I have some fluorescent lighting or some artificial lighting that is causing not necessarily some banding, but uneven colors in my images. So turn on flicker, and that just may solve the problem for you. So again, flicker off normally, but may need it with some artificial lighting to take care of some of the uneven balanced colors in your images. So now let's move on to the right-hand top corner of our LCD screen, where we see a Q. You can either press the Q there digitally, or on the back of your camera, you will also find the Q to get into that menu to edit or change or enable or disable different features, some of which we've talked about and some of which we are going to talk about, that are on the back of your LCD screen. Under the Q, you will see a selection called image quality. That is where you select whether your camera and your settings are in RAW or JPEG, or RAW plus JPEG. So that is the section you want to be mindful of. If you just want to shoot JPEGs, make sure that you're changing it right there in that section. So know that you're either in JPEG, RAW, or RAW plus JPEG. Moving right along, we're going to move on to the next item under image quality, which is white balance. You might be in AWB, auto white balance, Or you may set it to daylight or tungsten or whatever you feel fits the camera and the scenario by which you're in. You might want to actually manually set the temperature, whether it be at 3200 or maybe you're up the kelvins into the 5200s, a little bit warmer. So you get to decide that if you want to do it manually or you want to set the in-house features of white balance and set it to one of the default actual settings in your camera. So your choice, but that's next on the list. That would have been white balance. We are in the home stretch. So next is the picture style. Now I want to remind you that picture styles only work for your JPEGs that you're shooting, not for your RAW. Your RAW is going to contain all the data that was present in the actual image when it was taken. But JPEGs are going to lean towards whatever picture style that you selected. You could be selecting portrait, standard, fine detail, and an assortment of other different picture styles, but know that you can play around with those and see what is best for your JPEGs if you want something that's unedited. Hey, little Ava just wanted to join the fray here and say hi to everybody. Hi everybody. All right, Ava, gotta finish this video. All right, so what I mean by no edits is straight out of camera based on those picture styles. So play with the picture styles and see what might be best and leave it at that setting for a while, but try new ones. It's okay to explore and, you know, experiment. You can do it. So next on the list is the auto lighting optimizer. And you can leave this off or you can leave it on low, standard, or high. And what this allows your camera to do is when you're in low light or contrasty light situations, it can bring up those shadowy areas, a little bit shadowy, wow. You know, the areas that have a lot of shadow, it can bring them up ever so slightly. Struggle City there. Anyways, that is what the auto lighting optimizer is. Yes, we've made it the last one, which is your cropping or aspect ratio area. And this is where you can leave it in full 1.6 times crop, which allows you to actually sneak into your image a little bit closer or further, and then 4:3, 16:9, and a 1:1 aspect ratio. Just play around with these. I actually made another video on that. You can watch that here. But that is gonna do it, my friends. Those are the different things that you might see on the back of your LCD screen on the Canon EOS R, which is on the left side and on the right side, to help you evaluate how you're shooting, what you're shooting, and how ultimately your image is gonna come out based on all of these settings. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found some value in it. If you did, give me a like, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I need to get back out in that rain. It's not really even raining anymore. I'm gonna get back out there and shoot a little photography before this day ends. Love you guys. Please give me a comment down below. Love to chat with you. Until the next one, peace.